Does coaching your clients make you money? Results, marketing. No. So coaching is an expense on your business. So in my case, I'm paying coaches to coach my clients for me. Or if I take time out to coach a client, it's an expense. It takes me a day, an entire day of my life, which doesn't sound like much because we have a lot of days, but, keep my schedule pretty empty and then occasionally work a lot when I'm leading live events and when I have my team come out. The most important thing is not the coaching. The coaching is an expense. You make the money when the people actually give you the money. The money-making activity, there's really only one money-making activity in your business. Well, there's actually 3 ways to make money as a coach, speaker, author, etc. There's 3 ways to make money. One is free sessions that sell, where you take people through a one-on-one conversation and they sign up for coaching. The second is you could do a webinar and sign people, or talk live, right? You could give a talk in front of a group of people or give a webinar and make an offer to a whole group of people and get a bunch of clients all at once. And the third way is to do an online product launch where people buy over the internet by watching a sales video or something like that. Those are really the only 3 ways to make sales in our world, which is one-on-one, one-to-many, or one-to-many with video. So it's selling one-on-one intro session, selling from stage or selling on webinar, or from a sales video. Those are the 3. Now, of those 3, the one that has the highest conversion rate is one-to-one selling, using free sessions that sell. So if you had 50 prospects and they were all on a webinar, I don't know what the number is, but maybe you get 3 to 10 sales. 10 would be like out of this world. Depending on your price point, again, and what your market is, maybe you could get 10 sales out of 50 people on a webinar. If you had 50 people in free sessions that sell, again, 10 would be like outrageously successful on a webinar. If you had 50 people you took through free sessions that sell, 10 would be like on the low end. Really, that would be like 1 out of 5, 20% conversion rate. You might get 25 clients if you did 50 free sessions that sell. Now, there's a million things, not a million, but there are tons of factors that determine your sign-up rate. Like the conversion rate or your sign-up rate when you do free sessions that sell. And so don't get too hung up on what your conversion rate is, what your niche market is going to be a factor, how pre-qualified are the prospects that you're having sessions with, what are your coaching fees, what is the source of the leads themselves, right? If you're getting the leads from Facebook ads, they're going to convert at one rate. If you're getting the leads from JV partners promoting you, they're going to convert probably at a much better rate. If you get the leads from a speaking gig where people saw you give a talk in person, then it's probably an even better rate, right? So many things determine the quality of the leads, and then the quality of the lead, your price point, your offer, all those things make it determine what the conversion rate is. But bottom line, don't worry about what your sign-up rate is, whether it's 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 80%. If you really want it to be like between 80 and 100%, then just pre-qualify people like crazy so that almost nobody slips through that isn't almost already ready to just go, here's 5 or 10 or 100 grand to work with you. And you can do that. There's a lot of ways to pre-qualify people. One is through the questionnaire. You can also pre-qualify people by only offering sessions to people who buy something else from you, maybe a book, an ebook, a course. You could sell the intro session so that it's not a free session that sell, it's a paid session that sell. And I have had many clients do that where they actually sell the intro session. and it's totally okay to do that. You just want to keep in mind that the more pre-qualified you make people, then the less prospects you might have. The less, like imagine if people had to pay to get on my email list. How many people would be on my email list? A lot less than 300,000, right? But because they could get on the email list for free, I have a lot more. So the same thing if you were to charge for your intro session, the people who you charge with the intro sessions for, you probably have a really high likelihood they're going to actually hire you. But if you had 100 people that you offered a paid session to, you might get 2 or 3 people to say yes and pay you money for the intro session. But if you offered it free, you might get 80 or 90 out of 100. You guys see where I'm coming from? So it's all sort of like they're dials and levers, and you got to feel what's right for you in terms of how to pre-qualify people or not. But I would say for most people, if you're kind of in the newer phase of your business and you don't have a lot of clients yet, don't worry about how qualified folks are. Just get them in. Don't worry about your sign-up rate. Get practice doing free sessions that sell. Get more practice under your belt. Get more prospects into the funnel, into your sessions, so that you have more people that you could potentially sign up. Because when you pre-qualify people, you screen people out, which is good because now you have your hottest prospects to do free sessions with. But you almost always you're going to be screening out people who would have signed up for coaching with you. So you're going to miss out on some clients by pre-qualifying, but you save on your time because now your sign-up rate's higher, so you don't need to do as many sessions to get as many clients. So but I just say for most people in this room, unless you already have a big following, a big email list, don't worry about pre-qualifying people too much. Just worry about getting people in for sessions. You get practice doing free sessions that sell, and some of those people are going to sign up.